Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy keto recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make keto scones. I have already made keto scones, but as I always tell you guys when I make repeat recipes, I am always looking for ways to make my stuff better. So this is an updated version of keto scones. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos. And if you are a music lover, make sure you check out the link in the description to my other YouTube channel, Inspirational Songs with Janet. I've posted another new song there, so make sure you check out that channel and subscribe there also. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while they do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Line a large baking sheet with a silicone baking mat or some parchment paper and set it aside for a minute. In a large mixing bowl, combine 112 grams or around 1 cup of coconut flour, 67 grams or around 1/3 cup of the granulated sugar substitute of your choice. I'm using granulated monk fruit sweetener. If you're wanting to make these more of a savory scone, then you can just leave out the sweetener. Add 11 grams or around 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and if you want to, you can add some dry seasonings or dry spices to give your scones a little bit of flavor. I'm leaving mine just as is. Sift the dry ingredients together until it's fully combined and there are no lumps. Add 4 large room temperature eggs. I know you only see 3 here, but later on I added another one. So 4 large room temperature eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or the extract of your choice, whatever flavor you're wanting your scones to be. You can change the extract according to your taste. Add 126 grams or around a 1/2 cup of room temperature ricotta cheese. Now I can tell you this does not make your scones taste like ricotta cheese, but if you don't have ricotta cheese or prefer not to use it, you can use Greek yogurt and possibly blended cottage cheese. I have not tried it with blended cottage cheese, but usually you can substitute blended cottage cheese for ricotta cheese. Add a 1/2 cup of butter that's been melted. Stir the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients until everything is fully combined and a crumbly dough has formed. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the dough to the center of the bowl. Knead the dough in the bowl for about 1 minute or so, just until it can form a smooth dough ball. If you want to, you can add about a 1/4 cup or so of some add-ins of your choice. I'm using some frozen blueberries because I like my scones a little fruity. So just gradually add that in if you are using add-ins until they're evenly distributed throughout the dough. Divide the dough into 2 equal portions. Line a clean work surface with a silicone mat or some parchment paper. Press or roll each dough portion to a circle that's around 8 inches in diameter, give or take a bit, depending on how thick you like your scones. Use a pizza cutter and cut each circle into about 6 to 8 wedges, depending on how big you want your scones. Place the wedges on your prepared baking sheet. Make sure you leave some space in between each one of the scones so you can have a nice even cook all the way around. Now, if you don't want to roll and shape your scones, you can just use a large ice cream scoop and scoop out the dough onto your baking sheet into whatever size scone you want. I like to brush the tops of my scones with a little bit of melted butter. It just gives it a little bit more of a buttery taste and keeps the moisture in a little bit more. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Place the scones in your preheated oven. Bake at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes or until the scones are golden. Now, I used frozen blueberries, so mine took closer to the 30-minute mark to cook. If you're using an add-in that's not frozen, it might be a little bit less than 25 minutes, so check it at the 20-minute mark if you're not using a frozen add-in and go from there. You're looking for them to be slightly golden. Once the scones are done baking, remove them from the oven and allow them to cool in the pan for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're firm. Once the scones are firm, transfer them to a wire rack and allow them to cool completely before serving. If you want to, Just before you serve them, you can add some toppings of your choice. If you want to do a little icing drizzle, you can just whisk together about a 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar substitute of your choice and a tablespoon of lemon juice or keto milk of your choice until it's smooth, and then just drizzle it over the top. I personally just like to dust the tops of mine with a little bit of powdered sugar substitute, which in my case, I use powdered monk fruit allulose blend. If you do choose to add a topping, it's best to add it just before you're ready to serve it. When you add the topping and then store it, because this is made of coconut flour, it has a tendency to kind of absorb the toppings, especially if it's icing. So it's best to add the topping right before you're ready to serve it. If you do have any leftovers, you can store them in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 3 days, or in an airtight container in your refrigerator up to 1 week. I haven't tried to freeze these. They probably would freeze okay. The only thing that might happen is because coconut flour absorbs so much moisture, they might become a little bit dry and a little bit crumbly. I don't know because I haven't tried it. If you do freeze these and they freeze well, let us know in the comments so that we can know for the future. And eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.